Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. That's the fourth commandment. That should really be enough. Nowhere were the 10 commandments and the need to keep them done away, even in the New Testament. And when you read Isaiah 66, verse 23, it becomes clear that in the future, all mankind will be worshiping the ever-living one from one Sabbath to another. So why would we think it's done away? I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. You had Roman-Jewish wars that culminated in the Bar Kokhba revolt, which ended around 135 AD. Bloody wars, mass casualties on both sides, and it increased anti-Jewish feeling. In 135 AD, after 15 Jewish bishops of the Church of Jerusalem, you had your first non-Jewish bishop, Marcus. Jerusalem was ruined. It was rebuilt by Hadrian and renamed Aelia Capitolina. Sabbath keeping and circumcision were outlawed in the area. And in order to avoid persecution, the compromising church did everything it could to disassociate itself from anything seeming even remotely Jewish. Why did the day get changed? Here are two big reasons. March 7, 321, the Day of the Sun edict by the apostles. No, it was by Constantine, who was not a converted, spirit-filled man of God. Quote, on the venerable day of the sun, let the magistrates and people residing in cities rest, and let all workshops be closed. That was the venerable day of the sun edict. If you think that was not a major reason for the day being changed for the vast majority, then who's being naive now, Kay? As Michael Corleone said. Another reason was the Roman Church, Canon 29 of the Council of Laodicea, around 364 AD. Christians must not Judaize by resting on the Sabbath, but must work on that day. If they're criticizing Christians for keeping it, that's proof they were still Christians keeping it. But must work on that day, rather honoring the Lord's day, and if they can, resting then as Christians. But if any shall be found to be Judaizers, let them be anathema from Christ. Once again, if they're attacking Sabbath keeping, that shows that Sabbath keeping was still going on. And as far as Sunday being the Lord's day, compare Joel 2, verse 31 with Revelation 6, verse 12. Clearly, the sun would be darkened and the moon turned to blood in the great and terrible, before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes. If you read Joel 2, verse 31 and Revelation 6, verse 12, you'll see that the day of the Lord is not referring to Sunday. Everybody could see from history and the Bible that the day would be changed and why it was changed. Go look it up for yourself. Peace.